Hey everybody, welcome to our live stream today. I'm Sunshine Shoulders, Calvin.
I used to be John, but I guess I'm Moonshine Shoulders now, which is fine with
me. We appreciate y'all joining us today. I see the NTZ crew is on here, John.
Good.
Cal Deadman. I see
Michael Cosby. I'm sure Ingram's there too.
Yeah. Hey, Stephen Bryson, what's going on? Get your list of stuff out, John.
Okay.
Because I got a few things, but we'll just kind of bump off each other. Yeah, I lost a couple of subscribers, John, on that cheap booty video, but I thought it was tame, really. I didn't get explicit. I was just telling it like it is. It's not like I even put that in there. I said, hey man, it's been going on over here since the 1500s. Evidently they missed that.
I don't understand it. I mean, if you want the fantasy land, go watch the fantasy land channels. You know, if you want the real thing, what's
going on? I mean, I didn't even get explicit. I was just answering a question of one of my subscribers. And I was just talking about the conversation I had with a Filipino taxi driver, not a foreigner. Somebody has to cater to the Filipinos over here. They're buying booty too, John. I'm sorry.
Yes, they do. And I'm sure they don't pay the skin tax like we would.
That's right. Hey, what's up, Jeffrey Catter? Good to see you. We got a few things. We'll wait till a couple more people get on here, John.
Okay.
Hey, thanks, Teddy Bear. He said, nice shirt. Yeah, this is my new design because that other boots on the ground shirt was actually trademark infringement.
Really?
Yeah, the Filipino guy, I thought he made it original, but it wasn't.
He copied it.
He copied it offline. So then one of my subscribers, believe it or not, said, hey, Calvin, I can help you. He made this, and it's available on my Teespring channel. Devious Jack, I want to give you a shout out. He did this and also the nitty gritty shirt.
I thought you were talking about my shirt because I have a new shirt on.
Yeah, I was going to say, John, what'd you get? That's a nice shirt.
Now I came here almost I'm going into my third year here. I brought 7 shirts, 7 pair of shorts, 1 pair of long pants that don't fit me no more because I got fatter. But my clothes are getting pretty rough. I'm down to about 4 shirts and about 3 pairs of shorts that fit me. But I mean, you don't want to dress like, you're a big shot here anyway. And I hate buying clothes, especially here. But the village, my wife's village, they went together and bought me 3 shirts. Now you get these from the OK-Kyo stores.
Yeah, OK.
Okay. What they do, it's like the Goodwill in the U.S., only the stuff's all in a big pile, and then you have to go dig through it for like 3 or 4 hours. Well, they dug through it 3 or 4 hours and got me 3 shirts. I know they didn't pay much for them, but I tell you, that's where you always hear how the Filipinos always want to take advantage of you. Well, these 2 families in my wife's village went and did this for me, no charge. So
did you boil those shirts when you bought them?
I did not think of that, but it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, if you come over here and you get anything from OK store, the Filipinos taught me this. You boil it before you wear it.
It's probably a good idea.
Boil it, then you wash it, then you wear it. Hey, Luis Martinez, thanks for joining us. I saw Texas Zoe on here too, John. Jerome Smart, Jason Flint.
Jason Flint said that's shirts from the 70s. Well, I mean, these are all old used clothes that come from Japan, that come from Korea. So,
hey, Bobby G's in the house too.
Hey, Bobby G, good to see you always. He's a good man.
Yeah. Hey, Smoky Mountain Modeler, I see that. Hey, I wanted to talk about something. Now we got a few people on here. An 11-year-old boy was stung by box jellyfish Wednesday here. And I always bring that up, guys. Be careful when you get over here because they're not going to have any signs up.
I haven't seen
And I guarantee you that he got stung in Cebu. They're not going to have any signs up. And when you go there, man, bring you some table vinegar, man. All that urine and all that other stuff, meat tenderized, man, that stuff doesn't work. The vinegar, what it does, it neutralizes that sting. I think it's something called a nematocyst or something. That's the actual charge that's in the stinger that stings you. It neutralizes that so it doesn't continue to sting you.
So
then you can immerse it in hot water.
So urine doesn't work?
Urine doesn't work.
Well, that's a real pisser, isn't it?
Yeah, that's just stuff. But yeah, be careful, man. It's very, very dangerous. I only get in the water, man, up to my knee now. I'll go in the swimming pool, John, but I'm not gonna fool with those box jellyfish, man. There's no warnings over here, guys.
I took 6 children from my wife's village to the beach last week there, and I asked the people that had to resort there, are there jellyfish there? They said, we cannot guarantee there's not. So.
Yeah, see, and that's a good thing. Hey, Hollywood, baby, what's going on, man? Thank you. That's a real hero for farming in Atlanta.
Okay, Michael, my eyes, he asked, can you get pipe tobacco here? I have not seen it sold, but you can go to the public market and get raw tobacco. I'm sure you can lasagna and get whatever you want. They also roll their own cigarettes here, Long Boys. I'm going to bring one to one of our live streams. It's delicious.
What's going on, Sam Champion? And yeah, Jacob, you're going to hear her booby from time to time in the background. Because she's 10 months old. You know how babies are spoiled. You take something from them, if they want something, they're going to scream. That's how they get attention.
I see Love Best Music. Is that it?
Love Beat Muse, yeah.
Welcome back, John. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah. What's that band? CCP says, hello from Downey, California. I've never been there before, John.
I haven't either. I've spent very little time in California, but the worst experience I had coming back to the U.S. from the Philippines was in San Francisco. The Homeland Security, I was not very happy with. Let's just put it that way. They accused me of being a pedophile, which I'm a lot of things, but not a pedophile.
I tell you what, I think that, remember my video, millions of Filipinos are now in the street locked down, and I said that it wouldn't surprise me if our area was put on MECQ.
That wouldn't surprise me.
I looked in the paper today, and the doctors down in McAllen City, they're chomping at the bit to get the quarantine level raised here because they said the cases are rising and they need room they need to decongest the hospitals and the quarantine places. And well, we're headed for it, guys. I promise you, on June the 30th, we're probably going to be on a total lockdown.
You know, we've already been through this for, a year and 3 months now. We can tough it out for another 6 or 7 months. But it's getting old. It's
really getting ridiculous. Texas is always said, Calvin, is choppy on my side. What do you mean, the Wi-Fi?
Look fine.
Yeah, you'll see it. You know, remember, man, we're in the... was a little grainy, he said. Oh, okay.
John is sober tonight. Yes, I am, Kyle.
Good to see you, Kyle. What's going on? Philippines, my paradise. That's Ned. Have you ever checked this channel out?
You know, I have not. I went to Ned, and I got a guy, one of the Dumigay disciples down there, and I was asking him questions. I was asking Ned questions. I need to go to Ned's channel.
Yeah, well, I think that's a different Ned.
It is.
This is Philippines, my paradise.
Okay.
Ned. This is the good Ned. Them guys over there, you don't know what you're getting with that.
Well, they're under real lockdown. They can't go out of their houses now. So I doubt if the Dumigay disciples are having much fun.
Now the Pumpkin Joe's Philippine Express, he's down that way, John.
Yeah, but he's one of the good guys.
He's a good guy, but he says freaking brown house again in Dumagetti yesterday 3 times. Wow. We had one last night about 1:30, woke me up. But it wasn't
yes, it
about
woke me
30
up
minutes.
also. We've been lucky here with the last month. We haven't had no 12-hour ones, but they're coming.
Yeah. Hey, I love LaChan says my friend had the same experience coming back from the Philippines, and U.S. Customs thought he was a pedophile. Yeah. See,
I tell you, I got so upset that I asked for the supervisor. I got the supervisor, gave it to him, and then I wrote a bunch of hate emails and sent them to everybody I could think of.
But see, that just goes to show you that here in 2021, how little we know about the Philippines over there. That's all we know, John. That's it. It's the sex tourism over here. They don't understand that it's a whole other world over here, man. So much to do.
Well, the guy, the way the Homeland Security officer started out with me, he comes up to me and goes, "Does your wife know you were in the Philippines?" I said, "No, because I'm not married." And it just went downhill from there.
Yeah. Jim Burns said, "Yeah, John, you look better too, bro."
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
You got that new shirt on too.
That's it.
Make sure you bore that shirt when you get home.
Well, it's kind of too late now.
Well, let me know if you start breaking out again.
I I got the AstraZeneca vaccine Monday, and let me tell you, for about one day, I had serious side effects. I had one of the worst headaches I ever had, muscle aches like I've never had before. But it lasted about 12, 16 hours, and I'm okay now.
Hey, Stephen Bryson, he's calling from Oregon. Man, I was looking at a documentary yesterday. Those Rajis, whatever it was, from India, the guys like this, they took over that little town in Oregon, man. Man,
didn't the guy have like 6 Rolls Royces and all that
20,
good stuff?
20, but man, they gave those people help. You saw a side of America, man, that it was ugly, and I'm still halfway through it yet, but it's interesting. It's called Wild Wild Country. It's on Netflix.
And just like Jim Jones and all that, I understand when somebody going crazy, but how do they get so many people to follow them? That's what I don't understand.
But people are looking for an escape, John. And a lot of these people, they're intellectuals, man. They're lawyers, doctors. These are rich people.
Well, the Hare Krishners had like Henry Ford III was one of their members.
They're looking for an escape from that rat race, from that hamster wheel. And that's what he was really giving them something.
Maximus wants to know if I'm still on the dry wagon. I have really cut back. I do drink occasionally. But you won't see me get all trashed out. I won't drink a half a bottle 80 proof online no more.
Yeah, Stephen Bryson, he said the Dolls, Oregon. He said, I lived it. Wow. Yeah, they had some, just because they were different, though. See, that's the problem we have in the West. If somebody's different, we think they're inferior. We don't want any parts of them. You got to be just like us. And they just have some different ways about them.
And that's one of the things I would give credit to the Philippines for. We got, I read where 15% of the male population is gay or boy girls. Nobody cares. It's okay.
They don't care about that. They care about your character.
I mean, and most Filipinos say, well, I don't agree with that lifestyle, but they don't care. Let them alone. Let them do what they want.
See, you said something, John, that goes right along with what I preach over here. The Filipino people leave you alone, man. They let you enjoy this place to your heart's content. They don't bother you. And that's why they're unicorns. I've never been to a place where people don't bother you. Every now and then somebody may come up to you and ask you for money, but that's everywhere. But I'm saying, as far as nobody comes over here, hey, you better learn Tagalog, quit speaking English,
I will say, though, the little bit, if you say good morning, my young bootag, they love it. They love for you I think it's because you're showing appreciation of even trying to learn their language. Or maybe it's my funny accent why they all laugh and enjoy it.
Hey, thanks, Ennis Montgomery, for that super chat. He said, hey, Big Brother Calvin, could you have a shirt made with Paraduce's Jack High and throw that one back? Keep making us proud, brother. Hey, thanks, man. That's a good idea. But you guys, man, y'all think I'm joking. We come over here, John, with a royal flush, and they beat us with that Paraduce's Jack High every time.
But we allow it.
We allow it. So we fold and throw our hand in like we don't have the best hand.
Which we do,
by far.
John Wells, if you don't stand for something, you'll...
Well, who is that saying?
Jason Flint.
Okay. You said that John Wells.
Oh, yeah, yes, I agree.
If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. That's how people get in those cults. Yeah, they're looking for an escape, this grind every day, because that's what we do over there, man. 9 to 5, a lot of us are working in jobs that we hate. We back into them. Hey, are they hiring down there at Ford? They give you a good job, $20 an hour, but then they stick you on that damn assembly line.
I've worked it.
And you go crazy, man. That's hard work.
I used to sing songs in my head and play all kinds of games just to keep myself sane.
Hey, thanks, LR, for that super sticker. That's Larry, man. He's my buddy. I think he's up in D.C., if I'm not mistaken.
And with this,
what's his name? Michael Murhead.
He said Filipinos speak better English than Americans. You saw that from Annie's video. They speak proper English where we speak slang.
Yeah, Michael Murhead said, Calvin, you said it, character. Filipinos have manners. Most Filipinos speak better English than most Americans. Yeah, well, they do. They speak better than me because they speak that proper English. I speak slang probably.
I do too. I speak hillbilly English.
But yeah, it's all about character over here, and that's why I like it over here, man. Nobody really cares. They've got more important things to worry about
than what I look like every day.
Yeah, what I look like, Russell Darren Talls, he said the question is, who will benefit from all the bars closing, all the alcohol bans, even shutting down girls on YouTube? Yeah, well, that's a good question.
Shutting down girls on YouTube?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. As far as banning the bars and stuff, they are not banned here in San Carlos.
Well, not here, but in those places, the MDCQ
and Dumaguete.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you something. You know, I don't want to say a whole lot about this, but that corruption is creeping over into this COVID situation here.
We got to be careful on that.
Yeah, but I'm going to tell you, it's going to be real strange. Some strange stuff is going on, man. That's all I can say.
When it comes to politics in the Philippines, we're foreigners. It's
none
of our business. What they do is up to them, and if we don't like it, we're free to leave.
Exactly. Who's that? William Maduras. Hey, what's going on, brother? He said, good morning, Calvin and John. Praying for you and the family, sending love and prayers to you and the family.
That.
Hey, thank you, man. Well, I think he's talking about my daughter, man. My daughter's in the hospital, guys, and I'm going to talk to her in a couple of days, you know, see whether or not I need to go home, you know. And I'll know in a couple of days. You know, she's struggling. She just had a baby. I'm thinking it's postpartum. But I got some distressing news yesterday, man. And you know, she's 24. You know, it's just something, John. That's one of the things on that dark side of the Philippines. The reason why a lot of foreigners bypass the Philippines because it's so far away. If there's ever an emergency, it's the logistics, and they can't just go home.
That's a legitimate concern.
Yeah, and one of my next videos is going to be the only thing more difficult than getting into the Philippines is getting out now. It's really hard to get out of this place. And I'm going to tell you about it.
Well, what Phil Cooper went through, my goodness.
Yeah. Rike, a bunch of people. It's hard to leave the Philippines, man. It's hard to get in here. It's hard to get out. That's if you live in a place like San Carlos. See, I've got to go to either Cebu or Manila. And to get into there, I've got to take all those tests and get all these medical certificates,
and you'll probably fail the test,
all these
like everybody does.
Then once I get there, I've got to take the test again for the airline. See, so
I watched Rike's video on getting out of the Philippines, and his biggest complaint was nobody tell me nothing. Well, I'll tell you what, I asked the questions, you know, so the excuse don't cut it with me.
Yeah, William says, you know, Thailand already announced they were opening for full in October. That'd be great, man. You know, Thailand has a better medical infrastructure than here, and that's the only thing that's keeping the Philippines down as far as the tourist numbers. You know, as popular as this place is, it lags way behind Thailand, Malaysia, Indonesia because of the infrastructure. You know,
that's a shame because the English being spoken here to me is a very big plus.
Yeah,
and the women are gorgeous.
Yeah, but the infrastructure. That's the only reason why the tourist numbers go up every year anyway, because of what you said.
Oh my God!
If they were to put more money into infrastructure here, the Philippines would go. It would have to go somewhere near the top in Asia.
I mean,
but they just won't do it.
What else we got here? I got one thing. I'd like to say maybe this should be a video when things get close to opening up, make a whole video on this, but things to do and not to do to get over here. The biggest thing I learned, I went and bought suitcases on my first trip here, and I got black suitcases, and boy, I thought I was all cool. I got these cool suitcases. Well, then I got in the airport trying to find my suitcases, and 99.999% of them were black, and it was harder than hell to find my suitcases. I actually had one instance where somebody else took my suitcase because it looked like yours. I ended up getting it back, but it took a couple weeks. Don't get black
or blue. Don't get
anything,
normal colors. If you do, put like a red ribbon, yellow ribbon, something that's going to distinguish it. I run into that problem all the time.
What I did the second trip over here, I got a yellow paint marker. I wrote Wales on every possible place I could on mine.
Hey, Frank Ellis, I see you. Welcome. Blink 649 says, how are there many great Filipino nurses in the world and bad health care? Well, they don't have bad health care here. They just don't have the infrastructure.
And I agree with that.
They've got good doctors, good nurses and everything. They just don't have the infrastructure
And I think it may vary. If you get to a bigger city like Cebu,
That's
Manila,
right.
I think you'll get a lot better.
Any expat outlet. Any expat outlet. You go up in Manila, you got St. Luke's, you got the medical center, you got Manila Doctors Hospital. There's great hospitals here. There's great care here. You better have either money or coverage that's accepted. But yeah, they've got good health care, but not the infrastructure that's going to be able to accommodate a lot of people.
I went to, I've seen 2 doctors here in San Carlos. If you'd like me to share, I'll share. I found a black spot. I got freckles all over me. I found a black spot on my neck. Might have been there for 20 years. I just noticed it. So I went to a dermatologist and had her look at it. My father, who looked like me, and my youngest brother looked like me, they both had spots of skin cancer taken off of them. Well, the doctor looked at it and said she didn't think it was nothing to worry about. And I had a spot on my ankle there. And I said, well, look at this too. She said, when are you going back to the U.S.? I said, well, probably in April. And she said, I'd have it looked at there and froze off. And I said, well, you have a sign up here that says you got cryogenics. She said, but I can't get the supplies anymore, so I can't do it. So, I mean, that's something to think about.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
But the rest of that story is she charged me nothing for a doctor's visit, and I spent a half hour with her. So.
Yeah. And see, back to the guy about, they give so many nurses why they have bad health care. They don't really have bad health care.
The care is
This
good.
is the reason for these lockdowns. See, the doctors in Balut City, they're chomping at the bit to get the level raised up to that strict level to decongest the hospitals and the quarantine facilities.
I didn't think they had that many cases.
That's what they're doing with the lockdowns. If they had more hospitals, a better infrastructure, they wouldn't need to do that. But that's the main reason for lockdown.
They also have public hospitals, which most Filipinos get free health care, and they have the private ones. Now, in the public ones, if you go in, you have to take a bed for the patient. I've seen it.
Yeah.
And you get the fold-out beds.
Jim Burns said, Calvin, I thought you were getting close to your visa
December.
Expiring anyway. It's actually December the 5th, but you got to realize we're already at July, August, September, October. I'm not going to wait all the way until, December to try to leave this place, because guess what? What if they hit me with that, I got a positive test.
And that's 14 days, and they're going to charge you out the rear end.
Yeah, every day for that, and then I lose my money for the my plane ticket, and so in 4 months over here, man, it's nothing, guys. I'm telling you, man. Well, I've been here almost 3 years, man. It flies by when you're having fun.
The last time we was in Bacolod at the immigration, I asked about that. What can I do? Is there anything? They say you can extend for 2 months for 40,000 pesos. I told them I won't. But we have to get exit clearances before we go too.
Yeah, that's not hard to do. I've done that before. Yeah.
Can you do that in Bacolod?
Because
I was told by the expats here in San Carlos you had to go to Cebu to do it.
Because I had it done in Zamboanga too. You can have that done. That's nothing. That's just that stamp they put on there, and it's usually good for 30 days.
Okay.
See, and that's only if you're here for 6 months or more. If you're here for less than 6 months, you don't need an exit clearance to leave the country. But a lot of people don't know that. So if you're here in the Philippines for more than 6 months and it's time for you to leave, you have to go to the immigration and get an exit clearance. Otherwise, they won't let you leave. You've wasted all that money, because these airlines are playing hardball now.
Well, what about, didn't you, your wife get to the airport and get turned down or something like that?
No, that's a friend.
Okay.
She had a tourist visa to go to Dubai. But when she got there, they questioned her. She didn't have a job, They're not just going to let you leave like that.
Wow.
A regular citizen like that. And they turned her around.
I would like to give a shout out to one of my neighbors on my Say Street, Gina. She came up to me a couple weeks ago and said, "You a friend of Calvin's?" I said, "Yes, I am." And she just wanted me to thank Calvin for helping the people in San Carlos. So,
well, I appreciate it.
Well, thank you, Gina.
I appreciate it. Yeah, me and John, we got a lot of girls were staring at us today at McDonald's, and John said, "Hey, they're looking at us." And I said, "These electronic community pantries got so popular." I said, they probably recognize me from that.
How many kilos of rice did you give away last week?
A lot. Let's see, over about 250 kilos of rice. That's feeding a lot of people.
Of rice.
Maybe more than that.
That's a lot of rice.
That's a lot of rice. And see, that's what I said. Well, indirectly, Sunshine Shoulders and everybody involved, we're feeding about 200 people a month, man. And, you know, and I know people will say, oh, that's not a lot. Man, that's 200 people that are eating who would normally be.
If you're starving, one's a lot.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's why the guy said, oh, you, Mr. Generous, gave that guy 100 pesos. You clown, don't you know what 100 pesos would buy over here?
That's 4 pounds of rice right there.
That's right. That's right. And rice is gold over here.
Even, I got my wife now. She can eat whatever she wants. She craves rice. She has to have rice. Is life
It's the staple here.
But I mean, I grew up eating potatoes 3 times a day when I was younger, but I don't have to eat potatoes 3 times a day. I don't
You heard Casanova says Calvin, the rice cartel. Yeah, you know, they deal with the kilos over here. Yeah, I'm slinging the rice, John.
Well, like I say, the rice is king here.
Yeah, that's why I can't keep up, man. It's so, when this is over with, man, I have so many requests to get into that drawing. They don't even want to be in the 1,000 peso pandemic drawing anymore.
And I think that the only reason I can think of it, I say, why? Because you can go buy rice. I think they're afraid the husbands will get it and go spend it on Parador. It's just a personal opinion.
You know. Hey, thank you, you dirty puppy. He says, hey,
He's
Calvin
back.
And Moonshine and Chad, buy a sack of rice for your online pantry. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I will. Thank you, you dirty puppy. But I think he was on the last one.
Was he? See, I hadn't seen Dirty
left
Puppy
early.
for a while. That's right.
You left early.
That's when I think I
lives
went to
here.
the beach that day.
He lives here in St. Carlos.
Well, he's in Utah, I think, right now, but his family's here.
Yeah, I mean, when he's here, he lives here.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it, you dirty puppy. Michael Coffey says, Calvin and John, hello, guys. Top 5 effective vaccines are Pfizer, Moderna, Johnson & Johnson, Novavax, and AstraZeneca.
Well, I got the AstraZeneca. When I looked it up, I only found it being like 63% effective. I'm glad to hear it's that much effective. I had the choice between Sinovac and AstraZeneca. AstraZeneca kicked my ass. I'll be honest with you. It hurt for a day or two.
Well, that new Sinovac is 98%.
Yeah, I tell you though, I don't trust trust the country it came from. I'm sorry.
But you're wearing the shoes from the damn country, John.
That's
that shirt was probably made from China.
That's because that's the only thing I can buy.
Yeah, your underwear is from China.
You're probably right.
What don't you get from
and the
China?
virus is from China.
Yeah. What don't we get from China?
I know.
You know, but
don't mean I have to like it.
No, you don't have to like it, but that's.
Yeah.
I think that's propaganda, man. You know,
and,
a lot of
and
that
I'm
is.
sure a lot of it is.
Yeah, because half our cars the parts is from China and Japan and all those places. That made in America stuff, man. You got to throw it out the window now.
I know. I know a lot of people have commented on. I bought a car. The buses before the pandemic were so good. I didn't need a car. You don't want to drive here. I have.
John, talk about your car.
Well, I've had this car now for a couple of weeks. Driving at night here is horrible. Motorcycles don't have lights on. There's no street lights like our interstates got. So you're flying. The speed limit's 60 miles an hour. You're going 40 miles an hour, and then you come up on a motorcycle with no lights. There's people in the road. Sugarcane trucks stopped with no lights on. It is treacherous. I've been driving totally sober. I think I'd be better off if I was drunk driving here.
Hey, thanks, Clint Dow, for that super chat. He says 117 in Vegas today. Wow, getting me ready for the Philippines. When I went to Vegas, Clint Dow, it was in June of 2006. The first trip I won as an insurance agent. Me and my wife. It was 117. And it's the first time I saw those sprinklers on the.
Oh yeah, the misters. I like them.
Yeah,
they work.
Yeah, I like.
See,
them.
They won't work here because the humidity is so high. I mean, I'm sweating right now.
Yeah, they have them at the Kentucky Kingdom, Kings Island now. When you're sitting there waiting in them long lines to get on the ride, yeah, they got them. Hey, Simply Actor said rice is good for us. We can't live without.
You're like my wife,
and she means so much for her family, for our family. Oh, okay, yeah, you're right. I didn't realize how much
3 times a day.
Rice meant over here. I mean,
it
really is big. I mean, they eat big plates of it. I can only eat at the most a cup at a time. I've gotten used to it now. Excuse me, but I mean, they eat a lot of it. Even the little kids, I'll be like, can she eat all of that? It's gone.
I can't understand. If you go eat a big plate of rice like that, but you're still skinny. That's what gets me.
Because they're lacking a whole lot of stuff. protein, calcium. And then what they'll do, they'll have a big plate of rice, and then they'll take like one small piece of dried fish, and they'll break it apart and put it in there for
that's
flavor.
because it's expensive. I mean, I understand.
Yeah.
Now, my wife told me when times were tough, they would eat corn grits instead because they were cheaper. But now, corn grits and rice are about the same price.
I saw that. Where I get my rice, they sell corn grits too.
They're about 40. The same now.
It's 40 pesos, and then the rice is
41 or 44.
Like, yeah, well, it depends on
close.
They got so many. You can get rice for 36, but it's the low budget stuff.
I never knew there was different rice.
Know it, John.
Living in the U.S., there's one rice.
That's it.
There's a bunch of
Uncle Ben's rice. That's not the only rice. We didn't use that regular rice.
I agree.
We used, out of the box, and you gotta.
I never ate rice growing up. We ate potatoes.
Every now and then my mother would make rice with liver and onions. And then I'd have to put a lot of gravy and hot sauce on it.
To kill the taste.
Yeah, I couldn't eat, like a lot of my friends, they would eat like rice, butter, and sugar. I couldn't do that.
I never knew, like I say, there were different races, but since I've been here and been with my wife for 2 years, I can taste the difference now. Hello, Mama.
Yeah.
This is Lola.
Yeah, that's Lola. She's headed out.
She's crazy.
Amping. Yeah, Paul M said to teach them one new word every day. Amping, A-M-P-I-G, just means take care when somebody's on their way.
Not related to humping, right?
No, amping.
Good. They're going to Vegas?
Michael, Ingram Davis. Yeah. I forgot. Let me announce this too. Ingram Davis, Bobby G, Cal Ellis, Jason Flint. So far, they're putting together the Sunshine Shoulders get together. It's going to be in Vegas in August. So if anybody wants any information, and Cal did, man, why don't y'all put some information up? So far, they're going to get a Airbnb, and it's going to be fun, man, because all them guys is crazy.
This is just something to think about in the back of your head. You wait 4 months, Sunshine himself may be there. That'll be December.
Be honest, be open. Thanks for that super chase. How's your Tagalog? Also, Calvin, how do you find racism is there specifically for black people? I'm a white dude, but that's important to me as my family is mixed. Take care. Yeah. Hey, thanks, but my Tagalog is beautiful. I speak everything you hear me say is Visayan. It's so many different. I think it's something like
120
or something different dialects here, but racism here. It's nothing like what's over in the West. Okay.
Not even.
Yeah,
close.
You see the light-skinned Filipinos on TV, but I'm talking about just being along the masses. It's all about your character, man.
I agree.
And that's what they deal with.
Black Americans, white Americans, they don't care.
I'm treated like a celebrity over here, guys. I'm telling you that. I promise you.
But there is, and one of these days, I'd like for us to make a joint video on this. There is a caste system here in the Philippines, though.
Your class,
I call it caste, but
class. Caste means you can't move up.
Well, a lot of them here can't.
Yeah, but there definitely is a class system, but it's in America. And
everywhere in the world, but I think it's maybe a little more.
It's different here because people here have so much respect for people in certain positions. Like if you're an engineer, a doctor, a lawyer, they look at you like you're the president of the company.
But if you're a foreigner, you're even above them.
Hey, thanks, Dirk Green Wade, for that super sticker. We really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Yeah, they've got like a class system because I'm gonna tell you, dealing with this engineer we're dealing with now, my girlfriend is scared to say anything to him. Shoot, I told her like he works for us. I'm not afraid of him.
See, and that's my wife's the same way. I'll take control of that. I'll say, you translate exactly what I say. I'll tell him. I don't care.
But this guy's smart. He can understand me. We had lunch. We sat down. He didn't even know our names. She didn't even scared to tell him our names. That's how it is over here.
I know. But Filipinos give other Filipinos a lot of crap.
The small, like you said, in the
class system. My wife and one of her friends was down at the bank to open up an account. They were waiting in line. A security guard came over and said, "What are you guys doing here? You guys don't belong here." It's here.
Well, that's how it is. And I pity the pedicab driver.
They treat them like garbage here. I get mad about
It's a low man on the totem pole here.
But you shouldn't treat people that bad.
But they're the ones who are going to help you the most when you get over here, guys.
I agree.
Trust me. The pedicab driver, the tricycle driver, and the cab driver. We don't have cabs here.
No.
Because they know everybody. They know where all the happenings is. The ladies, the cheap booty. Because they're buying it.
Pesos 48 today. Cool.
Yeah, 48.39 today. Wow.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's better because it had gotten down to 47 something, John.
I noticed a big difference. When I came here in 2018, it was 54.
Yeah, you got it at the same time I did.
It was 54.
Yeah,
that was a lot better.
It was 53.84 for me. I got here at the end of 2018. The highest I'd ever seen in 12 years.
Well, I was here in October.
I hurried up, went to the hotel, and went to the casino across the street. I gave him $1,000, and I said, "Man, this is going down."
And that's something else. When you change money here, if the bills have any creases in them or have stamps from other banks, they won't take them. But I found if I went to, like, say, more Gasano to their customer service, they would take them.
Yeah. Mike D said that's the way we should be, Gregory. One race, the human race. Yeah.
I'm all for that.
But remember, we think because people are different, it makes them inferior. That's why when I was looking at that documentary up in Oregon, those people really wasn't bothering anybody, John, but the community they moved into, they were so much different than those people, and they didn't like them simply because they were different.
And I'll throw out a little different viewpoint. Didn't they try to stack the local politics
that was
or something?
later on.
Okay, see, I don't know.
They were trying to survive. See, the regular town folk wanted to put them out. Here's what the lady said. I never heard this before. She said that those people had that Mayflower complex, meaning just before we got here, before y'all, you're not welcome here. And that was powerful to me, Yeah. But that's the type of stuff, that goes on. Hey, Belizean Edwin says, my first time in the Philippines was 2001. It was 56-1. Yeah.
That's even better.
It's even better. It's going to improve.
56-1 when the inflation hadn't gone up. Well, we've had a lot of inflation here since I'm thinking 2017 on. There's been like 4% inflation every year.
Yeah. But the economy was still growing exponentially, John. 9-point-something%. One of the highest in Asia pre-pandemic. So it was kind of offsetting that inflation, Gregory Irvin said 53 per dollar is what I got last year when I was there.
Last year? I don't know.
It must have been pre-pandemic. Because remember, last year could have been January, February. But once the lockdowns came and there was the import and exporting was not the same, the dollar went down.
Now, is JH on here yet?
Yeah, he's here. Yeah.
Okay, JH. Are you ready?
The magic potion John's got.
I brought the Balut. Will he eat it?
No.
Well, do we want to go into this now or later or not at all?
No, we can open it up, John, see what it looks like. John wants to open it. You going to try the juice, John? I might try the juice. They said that's pretty good.
This is what I was told by my...
This is the world premiere of Sunshine Shoulders and Moonshine Shoulders trying Balut. John's got, what's that, vinegar?
That's vinegar.
Does it have salt or something in it?
No.
Vinegar?
Well, they gave me vinegar when I bought the Balut, and the more I thought about it, I'll take my own vinegar. But now my girlfriend and the lady, they love this. She would break the top off, pour vinegar in it, drink it, pour vinegar in it, drink it, pour vinegar in it, drink it, and then tell me how delicious it was.
Because I think it's real salty.
Well, I said, if it's that good, why'd you have to put 3 shots of vinegar in it?
I think it's salty.
So...
Go ahead, John. Go first.
Oh, God. I don't know if I want. I don't know if I can. I
don't even know the whole point of it, but yeah. Yeah, what they do, break it in the top.
Yeah, right? Break the top.
Oh, my God. I see a beak or something sticking out. Hey, man.
Oh, God. I ain't going to be able to do this. I can't do it.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it even smells worse. And that's what Calvin and I were talking today. We can't describe the smells here. You need the smells here.
My new video that I'm gonna do later on, guys. Y'all gonna like it. You know, it's the Philippine experience. What you miss on
smells
YouTube.
Like fish.
No matter how great the videos are, the commentary, they can't give you the smells, man, of the Philippines. And I'm gonna talk about that today.
But I can't. I'm about ready to throw up.
Keep going, John. Did you try something?
I can't. Just a smell. Oh God!
Show it. Let's see it, John.
I grew
Show
up
it on here.
Well, let me get it peeled out here a little bit.
Looks like a brain.
So we need to get camera. I don't want to drip the juice on you.
Wait.
Yeah, you want to take it? Maybe take it off. I don't want to get juice all over your keyboard.
So far. Do you see the veins? Yeah. There it is. The head.
Feathers.
Yeah, look at that.
Bro.
That's it, guys. I'm not even gonna open, man.
I threw it out the street there. Oh my God. I gotta go wash my hands. That's horrible.
Good, John, right there.
God, that's horrible.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna open mine, guys.
Hey, maybe your wife or somebody.
Yeah.
Now they cost 20 pesos an egg, and that's not cheap here.
Yeah, that's a lot. And see, the problem is they sell them at night, guys, because they don't want you to see all that stuff we just saw. And then, you drink with it. So a lot of people are drunk.
Beer is supposed to be
drink with that. Old school said chase it with some rum, John.
Oh, God. I'd throw up.
Hey, guys, get the thumbs up. Y'all know that helps us. Yeah, Simply Acca, she's laughing at you, John.
Oh, my God. Like I say, maybe Lolo would like to eat that one.
Jacob Tanje said it must be an acquired taste. It is. He said, damn, Sam Champion said, damn, I can smell it here.
Oh, it's horrible. Oh, God, it's horrible.
Now, you won't get me to try that. That's one thing I won't try, man. They say never, yet never will I deal with this.
There ain't enough super chats to make me try it.
Yeah. Jay said, Calvin, don't let the Navy down. I'm sorry.
Do it, Calvin. I can't. I almost threw up just looking at it.
Let me try. I'm going to just try the juice.
Oh, you want to put vinegar in it?
No, I'm going to just try. I'm not going to let my viewers down. They want me to try it. I'll try it.
Don't smell it first.
No.
Because you won't be able to do it. Don't you smell it? I know.
Look, guys, I just want y'all to know that I'm going to try this juice.
What's it taste like?
Like hell. I don't know what it tastes like.
What's it taste like? Like hell. You're going to throw that mat away. What does it taste like?
That's what it tastes like.
It smells bad. What does it taste like?
This is terrible. I don't know what it tastes like. Like some type of putrefied, I don't know, funkified.
What do you think it smells like? Oh, it smells like fish.
Smells like a low butt.
You
know what a low butt is over here?
What's a low butt?
That's the word for butt over here in the Philippines. Smells like a low butt, guys.
Oh, God.
You don't want to come anywhere near this. This is a dangerous situation here.
My girlfriend, a lady, she'd be eating them, and once in a while she'd go and pull out a little feather and say, I hate when I get a feather, and throw it off and keep on eating. Then she'd say, you want to kiss me? I say, no.
This is horrible, man. This is some putrefied, a skunk.
Oh, it's bad.
Better than this.
It's bad.
This puts a skunk to shame. Simply Acca said, my husband told me he would never eat this thing. He can't even smell it. Yeah, the smell's horrible.
It smells horrible.
Woo! You can't smell this on YouTube. See, that's what I'm going to talk about today. I'm glad you bought these things, John. This is, man, I tell you. Where'd you put it there?
I threw mine out in the street.
The cats will come by and eat that, so I'm going to throw mine too.
Maybe somebody.
Say goodbye to, throw that, John. I'm sorry, guys.
You got a neighbor you don't like, I'll throw it at them.
I tasted it. That's about as far as I could go. Yeah, John threw it out there, and the cats will eat it.
Calvin did a lot more than I would with it.
I just wanted to taste the.
Almost threw up. Now, I got a
Brian
week.
Knuckles said, eat it, Calvin. I guess it takes a while.
That's natural Viagra. I'm okay. I'll take Tennessee Tuxedo first.
Yeah. He said, John Gomez said, I know skunk. Skunk is bad. Well, do you know Balut? Balut is bad. I mean, it's terrible, man.
I don't even think the cats will eat it.
George said you have to use vinegar, John. Reynolds Cologne said, smells worse than chitlins.
I'll eat chitlins.
I don't know what it is, man. It's a funkified,
It's bad. Use hot sauce.
putrefied, nasty, everything you can think.
Sam Chapman wouldn't even try it. I don't blame
He
you,
said
Sam.
use hot sauce. Now, them veins did it for me, John.
And the little feathers. Oh.
And it shows it didn't have the beak, but it showed the form of the beak.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
It's bad. Now, next week, maybe we'll do chicken intestine. Calvin likes them. I've never had them.
Oh, yeah, those are good. That's nothing compared.
So may have helped. I don't think that. Whoa.
No, that was him.
Okay.
Dirty puppy, yeah. And you said, y'all funny, James. No, man, this is true. See, some of the stuff, it's nittier and grittier over here in the Philippines.
My fingers are stinking. And I've had my fingers in some nasty places. They never smelled this bad.
But see, you got to realize that I give you the nitty gritty, but it's a lot nittier and a lot grittier over here, John, right? With the smells and some of the taste and stuff. You cannot put it on YouTube.
And even showing that with the camera, I mean, you're not seeing the veins.
Yeah.
The beak.
Clayton Murray said funkified. Yeah, man. Man, I tell you, man, it's terrible. That's
exactly what it is. Now they're duck though, not chicken, baby.
Yeah.
It looms like an aborted chicken, baby.
Oh, yeah,
it's an aborted duck, baby. That's what it is.
Yeah, Jeff, see, chicken heads are popular. And chicken butts are popular here too. They eat all the chicken over here, man.
The feet. There's no meat on them, but they like them.
Yeah, I can eat dried fish, but balut, no, I can't.
I don't know if I can eat dried fish.
Yeah, it stinks too. But it tastes to me, I'm from Kentucky. We eat country ham. That's all dried fish tastes like to me.
Country ham ain't bad.
Well, that's what it tastes like. It's salted and stuff. Leo XS says the hospital is closed. Yeah.
The hospital's closed. John gets stink finger.
Yeah. Smells like a low butt.
Clayton, I've never had fingers smell like this before, and they've been in some nasty places. Trust me.
Yeah, Khalif Muhammad said, I love everything about the Philippines except for food. Philippines has good food here, though, but they do got some exotic stuff that, you got to be drunk, really, to try it.
Well, see, when I like to get drunk, as everybody knows, I don't want to waste a good drunk by throwing up and eating some of it.
But even flies don't like this stuff. They won't even eat it.
You probably have to throw this mat away.
No, I'm gonna scrub it down. That's my yoga mat.
Get some bleach out.
That's my yoga mat. Yeah. Yeah, Leo XL says, trust your nose, real talk.
Fear factor.
Yeah. I tell you what, man, I don't think they could pay me to do that, John.
What's that?
To eat that.
Oh, I would eat that shit.
I promise you, man, they couldn't do it. Now, what I'm thinking about doing is going out today, and I'm going to, find the nicest looking person out here and see, there's the cats. They're eating it. They're not even eating it.
No,
the cats don't even eat it.
And these cats are not like cats in the U.S. You see all their ribs. I'm
going to offer them 500 pesos to shave their head off. Right on camera.
They'd probably do it.
But, Filipinos are crazy about their hair.
But when I go to the village, a lot of kids have their head shaved because the lace is so bad.
Yeah. But, I mean,
Hey, the cat is licking on it.
Yeah, he's licking it, but he ain't eating it. Not yet, but I think he will.
I think he will,
they're
too.
hungry. Well, look at him. Hell,
he's going after it. Oh,
yeah,
God. That'd make me sick watch a cat eat it.
Yeah, Filipinos, they love their hair. Because, y'all don't understand. Filipinos are they're more vain than the average person.
But it beats dried fish when it comes to smell. You're probably right, Sympicus. I mean, that was horrible what I smelled.
Yeah. Reg John Robbie said, brave dudes, you're going to make John hit the tandoori. Well, you'd have to be drunk to try that. Well, see, the cat didn't eat it. The cat
didn't eat it. It sniffed around, licked it a little bit, and left. Cats won't even eat it.
What's going on, James Lyons? He's unofficial member of the
James Lyons,
honorary member of the NTZ. Michael Murhead says, how about durian? I tried that the first time I came here in 2009. I haven't tried it again.
What is it?
It's a fruit, man. It's so strong.
Oh, the one that's
it just has trust me.
But they say it's delicious. I've never had it either.
I couldn't get past the smell.
Was it worse than that or the same?
Well, it's just I'm gonna tell you, it's a smell that you have to smell it. I can't even describe it to you. Hey, Cornelius Hill, what's going on? That's my buddy. He was in Siquijor Island. He can tell y'all about Siquijor. And then I'm gonna tell you something, guys. When y'all was asking me where the Filipinos have curves, well, the woman he sent me some pictures of them together. Yeah,
pretty good.
She was a brick house. Yeah, but I know it anyway. Hey, John Gomez, how's it going? Jason Flint said, what are we talking about now? We're talking about this balut we were eating, and we couldn't get past it. I tasted the juice just a little bit.
I wouldn't even do that.
Okay, J.A., she said, you're going to have to try the durian cold or chilled. That's the only way I can eat my fruit, period.
Me too.
Is chilled. Maribel Reyes Channel says, hello, ma'am. Hello, ma'am. She's talking to you, John.
Hello, ma'am. I'm Sunshine.
No, you're Moonshine.
Oh, Moonshine.
Jason Kincaid said, try another Balut dealer. Well, I guess you're supposed to eat them right because I think they're kind of warm when you buy them.
When
right?
I bought those last night, they were hot. They weren't warm.
Yeah.
They were
I think that's when you're supposed to eat them.
I don't think it would have changed it.
Yeah, but I mean, Jeffrey Taylor said took one for the team. Now, I wouldn't do that, man. I tell you what. Yeah. That is about as bad as anything I've ever had in my life. I'm 58, John. I've never smelled anything as bad or tasted anything as bad as that.
I mean, I've eaten Limburger cheese. Yeah, it stinks, but it tastes good.
Yeah, it's pretty bad here. What you got on your list, John? You got
okay, well, we did the suitcases. Do you
want
to?
What about your car, John? How much did you pay for it if you want to share that? And
everything? No problem. I'm an open book on that kind of stuff. It was 738,000 pesos total. Now, they start at, it's always the start at was like 600,000 pesos. But they charged me 80,000 pesos import fee because this car was imported from Indonesia. And that, I got license for it for 3 years. I got insurance for a year on all that. And they gave me free window tint. Well, nothing's free. You pay for everything. But that's, I'd have to calculate it out at the newer rate of 48. But that's less than $16,000. And this car has a backup camera. It has, you can hook up Bluetooth and all that crap that I don't use. It has a rear sensor, which I've already used, and it does work. It's an automatic.
Cold air.
It has very good air conditioning in it. I have no complaints about for a $15,500 car.
Have you filled it up yet? How much is it cost?
I filled it up. Gas here is very expensive. It's like 54 pesos for a liter, and what there's like 4 liters in a gallon. I filled it up, and it was almost 1,000 pesos, which here is a lot of money. It's $20.
Yeah.
I drove it. I'm trying to think. Probably about 250 kilometers, and the gas gauges went down a little bit.
Jim Burns said we could do an auction for Sunshine Shoulders charity. Get it to $500, and John got to eat one.
I'll tell you what, not for $500. I get pretty good money. I don't need money that bad.
Jacob Chance said, "What's the make and model, John?"
It is a Toyota Wigo. It's made in Indonesia. It's the smallest and cheapest one they make. Now they do have a.
What year is it? 2021?
Oh, brand new. Yeah, brand new.
How many miles did it have on?
I think it had
kilometers.
Just from Bacolod to here. I mean, nothing.
So y'all picked it up there?
No, they drove it here. Free delivery here. Now, here's a funny thing. One day after I bought it, the Toyota dealership calls me and, how's your car? I said, well, call me in a year and I'll let you know how it is. A week later, they call me, how's your car? I said, call me in a year and I'll tell you how it is.
Let's see what Sam Champion says. Wait. He says, Calvin, for the benefit of those Americans who may not have heard the news about the new federal holiday called Juneteenth, celebration starts tomorrow. Wow. The official end of slavery in the USA.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I guess it was in the North because the South, one of them hadn't heard about it. And yeah. Wow.
I don't follow the news anymore, so that's the first I heard about it.
Well, it wouldn't have made it over here anyway.
Yeah.
But that's great news. About 400 years too late, but
well,
did you get additional cameras? He asked John.
I only have the camera, the rear view camera, but I am planning on
CJ
getting a camera to record. So when I do get in an accident, it's not a question of if, it's when. I mean, the way they drive here, it is crazy.
Jim Burns said, "No, John, money ain't for you; it's for charity." Yeah, but he said he wanted.
I'll give charity money before I do that.
Okay, Frank L said, "Bucks in the Nets throwing down." I think that series became a little bit more even when James Harden went down and Kyrie Irving went down. But I wouldn't put anything past it. I'm shocked at the Phoenix Suns. This is foreign to John. He doesn't follow.
I don't follow sports.
He don't follow sports. Or music, he told me. I'm shocked.
Or movies or anything. What happened? I worked 2 and 3 jobs for 40 years. All I did was work. I can start watching movies tomorrow from 1990 on. I'd never run out for the rest of my life.
Joseph Relaford says, "Have you ever tried monkey meat?" Probably did, just didn't know it was monkey meat because a lot of this beef over here, John. It's not beef. I don't care what you tell me.
I ate dog in Southern Lady. Now, they had it spiced up. You really didn't know what you were eating. I'll eat that. There ain't no way I'm going to eat one of them duck eggs. No way.
Yeah. Bim Anthony says, for a serious medical condition, would you consider Guam or Thailand? Guam, because Guam is, U.S. territory. And then your insurance is going to be, accepted over in Guam. If you have insurance, your Medicare. Because a lot of guys, they say, hey, should I give up my Medicare Part B when I move over here? See, this is something this is my expertise. I'm saying, man, I wouldn't give up my Part B, man. First of all, you worked a long time for it. Yeah, just because, some people pay $110 a month, some people pay $150 a month. Man, you need to hold on to that because your Part B is 95% of your Medicare. It's your outpatient care. Part A is inpatient. Most of the procedures now are outpatient.
And what age can you get that? See, I'm 61.
It's usually 65.
Okay.
Unless you have some type of disability that qualifies you for it, and you've paid into the system long enough. And they'll give it to you.
And in 4 years, I'll be coming and ask you some questions.
Yeah, well, you'll have it then. I don't care what they charge me. I would keep that because if you ever have to go back to the States and then you want to get it back, you're going to pay a big penalty. 10% of the whatever your Part B premium is for the rest of the time you're on Medicare. And then it's only certain times of the year when you can sign up for it, man. You're going to be in big trouble. It covers doctor visits, specialists, any outpatient care, ambulance, emergency room. You want your Part B, guys. Keep that. Hey, Curtis Batten, what's going on? David Jones says it was Texas. They didn't let the slave go free for 2 years after slavery had ended. Yeah, I know. I think it was down south. Yeah, a lot of them didn't know. But like I said, hell, it's 400 years too soon. But better late than never, I guess. Buffalo Dan said my wife was way up, was very up. She can't get that here in the U.S. She would buy the six at a time in the Philippines. Yeah. Talking about the Balut. Yeah, they love Balut here.
But it's actually expensive. I mean, if you're only making $6 or $10 a day and you're paying 60 cents for
$6 or $10 a day, that's a lot of money, John.
Well, but even if you're paying that much for one Balut,
Yeah. Eggs are expensive here if you buy them one at a time. 8 pesos, 9 pesos, Because I'm going to tell you something. They're double. Okay, a dozen eggs in Save More is twice the cost of a dozen eggs in Kroger's in the United States.
There's a lot of things here that are not cheap.
Yeah, it's 98 pesos for a dozen of eggs, John. It's almost $2. Imagine that. You can get, if you go to Walmart, you can get that big 18, depending on what time, sometimes you go, you can get that for 99 cents.
Okay, they have an assurance plan offered, and we should have went over this earlier. Maybe we'll do this some other time.
Well, this is like accidental. That's
Well,
like accidental.
look, one of the things are if you are murdered and assaulted unprovoked,
Yeah.
you get 50,000 pesos.
Well, you don't get it. Your family gets it.
What's I say? But if you're unprovoked murder, what?
Oh, that's all kind of crazy stuff.
That's all that
There's a
cracked
difference
up.
between murder and homicide here.
Really?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, Smooth Will said that's not really chicken on the stick. I tell you what, I'm pretty sure I've eaten monkey meat, dog meat.
I've eaten dog, and like I say, I didn't know what it
double
was.
dead meat. You know what double dead meat is?
We ate that in the U.S. We just didn't know.
That's almost like roadkill. Double dead
same
meat.
thing.
They die of unnatural causes. They're not slaughtered, and then they slaughter them. They die of whatever caused them to die, heart attack, whatever it is, John.
Yeah.
Then they slaughter them, but it's illegal over here. But you know, that don't mean nothing. It's a lot of stuff illegal over here, and they do it anyway.
So I'm not going to mention any names, but I went last week to a funeral in a very small village here, and the mayor showed up to give condolences. And the mayor is a mayor of a city of less than 30,000 people, and the mayor had 3 bodyguards.
Wow.
So we don't talk politics, especially here. It's none of
right.
our business. But can you imagine a town in the U.S. that had 30,000 residents and the mayor had 3 bodyguards?
Yeah. The wonders of life makes me wonder. Thanks for that super chat. He said, hey, Calvin, I want to know, are the T-shirts in the USA sizes or Asian sizes? Oh, they're Asian sizes over here. Look at this. This is a 2X over here, and it's screaming to get off my back. This damn thing is so tight.
This shirt that the village went together and it took up charity for me, it's an extra large, but in the U.S., I never wore anything bigger than a large.
But that's probably a U.S. shirt, John.
Well, extra large? I mean, like I say, my other shirts I wear are large, sometimes medium. So I don't know.
Well, you're not a midget either, John. Hell, yeah.
I'm not that big.
Yeah.
Above the waist, anyway. Just kidding.
Clayton Mary says trolling here. Who is? Oh, okay. Irene.
Oh, get out. That's one of the bad guys.
Okay.
Get rid of him.
He's gone.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, they don't have anything else. We won't even discuss them.
Nope. Leave it.
We're over here.
Best thing you can do is ignore them.
That's right.
They ain't
who are they anyway?
They ain't got no viewers.
Hey, BWW. Hey, Christian Contreras. He said, what's going on, Calvin? What's going on, man?
That's really cut.
Retired 5-0. Thanks for that super chat. He said combination for the team. We really appreciate it, man. Thank you. Cal Deadman, James Lyons. It is the Cooley Crew get together, family included. Man, that's gonna be nice. Make sure you guys, man, send me some video of that. I'll put it on my channel, man. Because I know y'all gonna have fun. Sounds fun because when I went to Vegas in 2006, man, I had a blast, man.
I've been there.
I lost all my money.
I've been there a couple times. I don't gamble, so but what I love is no mosquitoes. I love it.
It's just something that if you're in America, if you've never been to Vegas, it's a once in a lifetime destination. You gotta go see it.
I agree. The first time I went there was when the Luxor just opened up. Now, I didn't stay in the pyramid because that was for the high rollers. I stayed in one of the towers. But that was when they first opened up, and the rooms then were $15 a night. I mean, it was great.
Yeah. We went in 2006. I forget. They had to have gotten a special. I was there, the insurance company. I'm pretty sure they got a good deal on it. But they paid for me and my wife's round trip airfare a week on the strip. And they gave me $200 to gamble, $75 to eat.
Oh.
But $75 in Vegas ain't nothing.
No, yeah.
That might buy you a burger. Cornelius Mack, he said, happy to see you guys back together. Hey, thank you. No, Cornelius Mack is who I'm thinking about. Is it Cornelius Mack or Cornelius Hill, who has the girlfriend and sent me the pictures in Siquijor Island, man. Let me know because I don't want to mix that up, guys. To be honest with you. What else you got on your list, John?
Let's see what we got here. Do you want to talk about what the owner of Skyline told the visitor from Bacala about people are getting this?
Oh, yeah, you can talk about that.
Okay, Skyline Hotel, that's where I first came when I came here. So that's where I met my wife. I had a separate room for her, and so none of that stuff. But so it always has a place in my heart. I've talked to other expats, and they stayed there. Well, we had a guy from Bacala, a guy from the U.S. He stayed there last week, and I met him with the other expats here. The owner of the Skyline restaurant warned him about going out after dark because she told him that people are getting desperate here. So if Filipinos are telling foreigners that, they probably are. And that may be why the police here are documenting us foreigners. Maybe because
they
they're
haven't
afraid.
documented me yet. Maybe because they say I look like a Filipino. I don't know.
Well, they got me twice. The first time I told you guys about. Now, the second time is when we were going to sip away for your birthday. I went up to City Hall, and a police officer came to me and said, "Hey, can I come to your house tomorrow?" And I said, what's going on? He said, well, we want to take your photo, identify you. And I said, what already happened? So it turned out that's his partner. Those two are assigned that task to identify all the
Hey, M&M Journey, glad you could join us today. Raj Rowland said he likes the new Boots on the Ground logo. Yeah, I didn't have no choice, Raj. That other one I was wearing was a trademark infringement. And then, so one of my subscribers, who's a screen print artist or whatever he is, Devious Jack is his name, he made this for me. And, I want to thank him for that.
I got something here on my list. I talked with my wife's uncle and some of the other ones in the fishing village down there. We get asked all the time about fishing here. I've never seen a foreigner fish here. Calvin hasn't either. But I was told you don't need fishing license here as long as you're not commercial fishing. Now, remember, the Philippines is about the size of the state of California. So I'm sure Sacramento is a lot different from San Diego. And things are very different here. It may not be the same in all the Philippines, but if I wanted to come here and fish, I would go to one of the local fishing villages, just talk to the locals there. Hell, maybe give them 10 or 15 or 20 bucks to take out and show you how to do it.
Okay, Cornelius Mack, he said it was him that sent me the pictures. Yeah, he's the one. So if anybody wants that question answered, do Filipinos have curves? Yeah, he had one. And yeah, she was real curvy. And they went to Siquijor Island. He said he didn't stay all night. He just went there for the day and then came back. But he went to all the little places. He sent me some pictures. Man, it's really nice there if you like that.
I've heard it's gorgeous.
Yeah. I love Siquijor Island. Ray Bishop says some eggs are rotten. Yeah, you got to be careful. I always
those might have been.
Well, hell, they are rotten eggs. They stick them in the ground for 14 days. I think are the most promising.
Is that how they let the embryos grow?
Yeah,
okay.
In the ground. Clint Dow said he's in Vegas. Cal Deadman, get with him.
There's another
Jim
Filipino
Burns,
that's on here from Vegas also.
Jim Burns says, okay, Raj Rose says, you got my picture with the original. Can I get that new one? Okay, yeah, I'll send it to you. Just have your wife send me a message in my Sunshine Show's Facebook page. I'll send her like the whatever it is, the JPG or whatever it is. You can get that done. Carl Vaughn said Grab is so much better than DoorDash. I haven't tried DoorDash here. I tried Grab. I used to use Grab in Cebu all the time. That's all I would use. I wouldn't use the taxis until I figured out that on short runs, the taxi's cheaper. Long runs, Grab. And Grab is safe for really because there's a scam going around in Manila where people are stealing taxis,
I
man.
saw that.
And then when you get in the taxi, they rob you.
I'll tell you, any taxi I've gotten into here, or same as US, I have my phone. I sit in the front seat with them. I have my phone with MapQuest on. Make sure they're taking me where I want to go.
Yeah. Antoine Ed said, "What's up?" He said, "I'm watching from work. Shift almost over, man. I know you feel good, man." I was talking to my girlfriend the other day. I don't think I would survive on that hamster wheel anymore, John. I don't think I could go back to work. I'm a clock watcher, man.
But you would do what you needed to do. So
I wouldn't. Well, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I would have to be, man, really, really bad to go back to work. That I've been working, John, since I was 10.
Me too. But like I say, if I had to do it, I could do it. You could do it too.
I could.
You wouldn't like it, but you'd have to. You have to.
No, I don't. Carl Vaughn said, "Laugh out loud. I didn't know that was taxi scam. I'm quarantined in Manila, so that's good to know." Yeah, be careful. Have somebody, when you time for you to leave the hotel call, have one of the employees fetch you a cab.
Jason Kincaid said, "Don't get on the hamster wheel. Sell Balut, Calvin."
No, I would. What's your name? I'd sell bananas. They're popular here. That's what I told my girlfriend.
What I think's hilarious is my good province girl. She'll pay like 2 pesos less for a kilo to get the green ones and let them ripen at home. I love it.
Road to the Philippines. That's Danny. Check out Danny's channel. He said, "Hey, Calvin, I hope your daughter's getting better, man." She is. I tried to call her today, and she was on the phone with somebody else. I'm going to call her in the morning, find out what's going on. She had a baby. It may be postpartum. Whatever it is, man, that's the type of call you don't want to get, because everything, racing through your mind, why would somebody do that? And, you just kind of feel as a parent that you failed some kind of way. It's the way I felt, but at the same time, my daughter's grown.
She's an adult now.
I don't, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. I still feel pretty bad about it. Depending on what happens when I talk to her, I may go home. It just depends on really her mental situation, because I'm concerned about her baby.
Now, you still have your wife there. She can probably look after her too, couldn't she?
Oh, no.
Really?
She's trying to live a single life over there. Jacob Tanjay says, "One more go-round on the wheel for me this week." Yeah, man. Like I said, I've got a gently used hamster wheel for sale. Man, I don't want to get on that hamster wheel, man.
Hey, you got one for sale. How many miles are on it?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, man. I'll probably have to sell my weapon over here before I go back to work. It's the only work I do. I let people handle my weapon, John.
I tried becoming a gigolo. I kept losing money.
Belize in Edward said, "If you're at the airport in Manila, take the yellow taxi. It's much safer than the white taxi. Take my word, save yourself a headache." Yeah, and it's just a little bit more expensive, and the locals can't afford that, a lot of them, but you can. I think when you get in at 70 pesos, it starts out at 70 instead of 40. Yeah.
I would recommend avoiding the Manila airport if you're coming to southern Philippines or coming to the Visayas. Cebu airport is so much nicer. Just my personal opinion.
The Dre Dignity Show, yes, it's the Balut. Yes, sir. Yeah. Unless you're drunk, I don't think I could.
I've been drunk many times. I'm not touching it.
Yeah. John Paul says, "I don't use taxis all the time. If you live in an area that might cost $250, $300, you can negotiate to reduce the price." I don't either, because believe it or not, John Paul, I tell people it's very, very expensive if you get into a taxi every time you need to go somewhere over here. It adds up really, really quick. I've spent over 1,000 pesos a day when because I added up when I was in Cebu. You go from your Airbnb or hotel to the mall, it's 200 or whatever, 100. Then you come back, that's 200 round trip. And you do that 3 or 4 times a day, man. That's expensive.
Well, if you learn the routes, I like the Jeepies. I think they're fun. They're cheap.
I don't ride the Jeepies because it's too damn slow. I mean,
I love them.
my patience is too thin. They stop everywhere,
They do
especially in
stop
a
a
place
lot.
like Cebu and
They
Manila.
do stop a lot.
Now here or somewhere like where you were, South Lady, you don't have a
They
whole
didn't.
lot.
They didn't have GPs in Southern Lady. It was renewal.
They don't have jeepneys here.
No. Oh
Only,
no.
well, only to go.
I've ridden them many times
Yeah,
to the village area.
Yeah, not to ride around here in the
No,
city.
not in the town.
I
Now,
was shocked.
Butuan City had GPs that would just go down the strip, turn around, come back, and they were pretty good.
Smooth Will says, Sunshine, you haven't worked in
John's
so
only
long.
going
You're
from
used
bar
to
to
chilling
bar.
now. Like, yeah, and that's what it is, man. I haven't worked since 2018, and it's not so much the work; it's just the freedom. Just a kicking back. Don't have to, deal with all the quotas and demands. And like I said, somebody half your age on your back, it may make 50 cents more than you. And people get off on that stuff.
Oh
They're
yeah, the power trip.
It's a power trip, and you just even though I get up early, man, I get up before 5 o'clock every morning. The thought of me having to get up every morning, man, it's not something I look forward to, John, because those jobs, you'll get yourself into a position where they will drive you. You have to get up. You don't feel like it. You're sick. You don't like the job, but you got the mortgage. You got the child support,
and your
the
car
bills,
payments and
everything else. See, and a lot of Filipinos, they get caught up in that trap in America. It's so easy. Next thing you know, they can't get out.
Hey, you got Jason Kincaid sent some money.
Hey, thanks, Jason Kincaid, for the super chat. He said, always enjoy your content. Thank you. Yeah, thank you, Jason, man. I appreciate you and all of your input, man. Jason's the one who said, Calvin, you need to do more live streams. He said, so people can get to know you. He said, we don't know you. He said, because at that time I was only doing one a week. And, he said, do at least 3 a week. And that's what I do, Jason, because of you, man. Thanks.
Well, Montrose Williams retired 20 years ago at age 33. Well, you beat me by 5 years.
The people always ask me, do I have any regrets? Only that I didn't come over here sooner. That's the only regret I got. Other than that, I don't have any regrets, really. But yeah. Let me take that back. I do. I would not have had a live-in partner so soon.
That's probably good advice.
Most of us do that when we get over here. We think that, and I was going to ask you, did you do that, John?
Yes, I did.
Most of us do that. And you don't have to do that, guys. I'm going to tell you, you paint yourself in a corner when you do that. I mean, you really do, man. If I could do it all over again, I wouldn't have did that so quick.
Come here and learn the system a little bit.
Yeah, I'd have got established first.
I agree.
Because it's easy to do. That's why I love the Philippines. You can get off the plane, have your place to stay, all your furniture, motorcycle, and everything, and establish within 24 hours, man.
I agree with that.
And then if you want to get serious, you put a woman in the middle of that. But we come over and we do it opposite. And man, I
came here for a
headache. Well, at least you can be honest, John.
No, I told the truth. And I only came here for the women. It wasn't for the heat, humidity, and the food.
All that low cost of living, because I didn't know it was so low cost of living.
That was a plus.
Yeah, that's a plus. But see, we need to flip that around.
I agree.
And say, okay, and come over here for the low cost of living, the tropical weather, the beaches, the mountains, and all that, and then let the woman be the icing on the cake. Don't let her be the cake.
Well,
because that's what we do. We make the woman the cake.
That's what I came here for, the cake. I like cake.
Yeah. I like it too, but not for breakfast. What
would you say is the most difficult challenge being an expat in the Philippines? What do you think?
Well, it's a lot of things. I think the language, because believe it or not, even though a lot of people over here speak English, they won't speak English. You can be in a whole room full of Filipinos, they're going to speak their language, and who blames them? Okay?
We're the foreigners, not them.
It's a hard, I think that, and because that's why me and John had got so tight, because I said, let's meet at least once a week, just so I can talk to somebody.
It does help.
It really helps, because when you're listening to that Tagalog and Bisaya all day long, man, it makes your head hurt because you don't know what they're saying. That's one thing. Another thing could be for some people the heat. The heat doesn't bother me.
I'm getting used to it. After it took me about 2 years, I'm a lot better than what I was. It gets kind of old once in a while too. We had a break there when we had some low pressure systems, and it felt great, but it's hot again now. Yeah, it kind of wears on me, but I can handle it.
But see, that's a good question, Gary, because see, that's why I always suggest the Philippines, because it's easy to get to acclimate into this society because people don't bother you. You can come over here and work at your own pace to get comfortable, find your sweet spot. You don't get over here and all of a sudden now, unless you got that woman waiting for you at that airport, then you're going to be on that clock. But you come over here by yourself, it's easy, man, to just go at your own pace, you know.
I mean, for a man, if you need to pee, you go to a corner somewhere and take a pee. Nobody bothers you.
I've never done that outside. I see them do it all the time.
I see them do it all the time. So now if I need to, I do it too.
I've never done it outside. Don Harvey said, did you receive a stimulus check? Yeah, I'm still a U.S. citizen. I'm still a tax-paying citizen with all my rights, protections, and privileges as a U.S. citizen. I just live here, John. I haven't given up anything over here. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Those are my tax dollars I paid in there. I'm still paying taxes.
2018, I was still working 3 jobs, made a lot of money. I did not get no stimulus checks the first 2 times. I got the third one because last year I didn't make that much money because I was living here. It was for $1,400.
Yeah.
But it was a live check. I'm over here in the Philippines. I can't cash it, but I did look on it. It's good for a year. I have all my mail sent to my brother's house. I said, just hold on to it. I'll come back in April and cash it then.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm glad, you know, but see, to anybody who thinks that stimulus check is bad, man, you're going to put in way more in the system than you're going to get out of it. As far as cash, guys, let's be honest about that.
Yeah.
You know, so let's don't even get on that kick. You know, you're going to put in way, imagine I got to work till I'm 67, basically, to get a full Social Security. And then I may live another 3 or 4 years.
But if you take it earlier, it's like 30% less. So I got a ways to go. Yeah. So.
But I'm saying, are you going to live to be?
I won't.
No, are you going to live to be 67? That's the point. Give me, man, when I'm eligible, because nothing's guaranteed. And then I may have 8 years to enjoy.
Now on that, from what I've learned, expats, you can put booby on it and get half of what you're getting. And then if you die or something, she still gets that. So there's some things for you to think about
that I can do.
Yeah.
Checo Kiko says, Cal, I've been doing the Funk Roberts no weights workout. Not easy, but seeing results. Yeah. And just stick with it, man. It's going to take a while because that's what happens, guys. You know, and girls, with any program, after a while, you know, you say, oh, man, you look in the mirror every day. And you don't see any results.
It don't happen overnight.
You don't plant a seed and you can go out there the next day to see if it's growing, do you, John?
Well, you can, but it won't.
You can. It's going to discourage you. You're just going to look up one day and you're like, man, look at me. This
Where'd
is really
that come
working.
from?
Yeah, but that's the one thing, man, that happens that discourages people. And that's the same as coming over here. Don't come over here and then run back because it's uncomfortable for you. Give it some time, man. Yeah, really, man. V. Thomas said everyone would be wise to take Social Security 62. I'm taking mine. I mean, I've never even done the numbers.
If I don't need it, I won't.
Yeah.
I might not need it.
Yeah, but see, the only benefit to going all the way, John, is if after that you don't have any restrictions on how much you can earn.
And that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah, see,
I do have investments and I am getting some money.
A lot of people do that.
That's
as far as working,
that's my thinking.
See,
but even if you're not working, if you have investments, that's still counted as income. So that would be considered working.
But if you got investments, that's different than working.
I still pay taxes on just like I was working.
But what I'm saying is your investments are already ongoing. So that's not really going to affect your decision to take it at 62 or 67.
Yes, it will, because
what?
I'm getting money from those investments now. That's what I live on.
But what I'm saying is, John, you're paying taxes on them now. You're going to pay taxes on the 62. Yes. You're going to pay taxes on the 67.
But will it cut down what I receive because I'm getting this money? So what I mean, I got to check all that out.
No, but if you retire at 62, you're going to receive less.
30% less.
You get at 67, you're going to get the full amount. Okay, whatever that is. I'm taking my 62 because I live one day at a time. If I'm 62, if I live to be 62, and it's really just a choice. It's not even a debate.
Mm-hmm.
It's your choice. Are you going to take it at 62 or 67 or 64 or whatever it is? You know, but as Americans, we'll find something like that to argue about.
Yeah,
it's no debate.
Whatever you want to do.
If you want to do it, do it. Same with the vaccine, same with anything. But it's in our system, John, to argue about anything.
No, I agree with that.
Hey, guys, hit the thumbs up. We got 259 and 171. Y'all know it helps us. Clint Dow, he said, congratulations, life is good. James Lyons said, willing to come and see me, yes. Okay, B. Thomas. Take it to 62 just in case you don't make it to full retirement and then you get zero.
And that's a good point.
That's the way I look at it, B. Thomas. That's my whole point of taking it at 62.
Good point.
You know, to be honest with you.
That's a good point.
Mark, you can earn $18,000 a year and not pay any penalty on Social Security.
See?
Well, right now, once you get to the full amount.
That's what I'm worried about. See, hopefully I'll be making 18 a year.
Rod Rowland says, America, oh, so off to work I go. Also, yeah. I thought you were over here, Rod. You're in America. I thought you were in the Philippines with your wife. Daniel Hackney says you're damn right about putting money in the system. My last year of employment, I paid $29,000 Fed and $3,218 state. I got the $1,200, but not the $1,400 or the $600. See?
Well, Daniel, I beat you on both of them, and I got nothing. So I understand.
Yeah. Skip in LA said, words of wisdom, Americans argue about everything. We do. And that, you don't see Europeans, especially not over here. I don't know about anywhere else, argue about the stuff we do. We argue about anything, man.
There's nothing wrong with giving your opinion, giving your facts, but you don't have to fight about it.
We fight, though.
I know. We
fight.
It's a crusade, whatever.
It's a crusade,
just
whatever.
Give your facts, let people make their minds up.
But it's your life choices, John.
Absolutely.
If you want to vote Democrat or Republican,
do it.
Why am I arguing with you about that?
Do it.
I don't get it. Let's see, Mike's Philippine journey. What's going on, Cal? Hey, Mike.
Where's Mike at? Okay.
Right here. Yeah.
Now, he ain't your friend, trust me.
What'd you say, Johnny's not my friend?
Mike's not your friend. I see him on the Little Angry Man's channel. Trust me.
I'm shocked about that, Mike.
I'm not. I've seen him.
I'm shocked to hear that, John.
Well,
but we're not going to pick on him. He's part of the YouTube community, but I'm really shocked about that.
Yep, I've seen it.
That's kind of bad.
I'm not nice like Calvin. I call it like I see it.
Hey, retired 2019. What's going on? Oh, okay. Raj Rowland says, I'm in Makati. No work for me. Retired since 2018. All right, brother. I thought so. I thought your wife said y'all were here. Joseph T. Oh, okay. Mike's Philippine journey was timed down. He must have got
Thank you, Ingram.
Yeah. He's trolling, man.
He's not your friend.
I don't get that, man. I'm shocked about that. It's because they're afraid of those guys. I'm not afraid of them. Who are they? I don't care.
They're nobody.
Whatever they say about me and come out there, come on, man. I'm going to continue to do what I'm doing. I'm over here in the Philippines. I'm not committing any crimes or anything. Who cares about that stuff, man?
I agree.
I mean, I don't get it, man.
And everybody says the Philippines have crab mentality. The foreigners here have more of it than what the Filipinos do.
Mr. Vegas said, I see a lot of names here that comment on Andy's videos, too. Be careful, Cal. Hey, thanks, Mr. Vegas. But I don't care, really. I told John that today. I said, man, I don't care about that stuff. I mean, why would I be over here in paradise, which I consider paradise, and spend my time like that? I don't get it. I'm not going to put another grown man down for nothing. I mean, come over here, live your life. As long as you ain't bringing this stuff in my house.
But look at how you live your life and how happy you are. And look at, I won't even mention his name. Look at his videos. He ain't happy. That guy's miserable. I feel sorry for him.
Road to the Philippines said, I'm not afraid of those jackass trolls. They just piss me off. Yeah, I know, but guys like that, no, I'm not throwing shade at anybody, Mike D. I'm just saying that I'm not afraid of those guys. Now, y'all want to take that stuff on over. Let's get on to something else, man. I don't want,
But he has his real name
stuff
on here and where he really lives.
Yeah.
No hiding. Nifty, how you doing, buddy?
Rod Rollins said, Calvin, I got your back, and John also. Hey, thank you, man. Yeah, go, push it out.
We're on YouTube right now. You want to come over and have an appearance? Okay, no, I'll leave it up to you. Okay. You'll be up for tonight? Okay, I'll see you tonight.
Hey, Tim Jacobs, will you ever show us your family? Probably not, man, simply because of that. You got some evil, low-down, ornery people. I don't want to expose my family to that, and you got to understand, man, I've got thick skin. Filipinos don't have thick skin, man. Maybe she won't recover from some of the foolishness that goes on.
Well, and Filipinos are very shy.
Yeah.
I don't blame them.
Mike D said we call that little man angry syndrome.
That's what I call it. Little angry man
syndrome. Yeah. Clayton Murray said Calvin the goat on the bridge with Jordan. The trolls are underneath. That's right, man. We're on a whole other level. They're not in our,
And the viewers that you get prove it.
That's right.
The last video where I made a complete ass out of myself and got all drunk and was stupid got more views than he's got subscribers.
I've got
twice as many.
The best viewers and subscribers on YouTube. I argue with anybody, man. I mean, I really got a great group of men and women, mostly men. 95% of my viewers.
And they actually care about each other. This is more like a family.
Hey, Sal, what's going on? He said, Calvin, John, I've been delivering puppies all day. Oh, okay, brother. Yeah, I forgot. Sal's a big time dog breeder in Chicago.
I hope he don't personally breed them. What breeds do you have?
He's the expensive ones.
Okay.
It costs you, us 2 or 3 months paid, John, to have. Cal Devin says, yeah, Cal, we do not meet your wife and kids. Absolutely. Hello to the two of you. Keep safe. Okay, thanks, Maribel. Brett Thomas. Hey, Cal, it's Brett from Humor, Louisiana. Hey, John, how's the rehab going?
Not too bad. I have not made an ass out of myself
since
the last time. Let's put it that way. Have I quit drinking? Totally no.
Crypto and PI says, Calvin, how's your property going and soon to be house? Been working on my house for a while now. Can't wait to find return to fee next year. We're still waiting for the approval of the building permit. Once that's done, we'll break ground. And I'm going to bring y'all along every step of the way. But I'm kind of glad to give me a chance to save up some money.
Let me throw a little thing in there. Whatever you do here, there are many roadblocks. Nothing moves quick. Just don't get upset and just go with the flow.
Yeah.
I mean, how many steps have you had to go through?
A lot.
Now, when I bought this car, that was one of the smoothest transactions I've had here. But in the U.S., I go in, buy a car, and drive it home. It don't happen like that here, but it wasn't that bad.
Sal said he breeds French bulldogs, John.
Oh, okay. I'd have to look them up. I had a white miniature schnauzer that I ended up having to pay a lot for.
Monroe Smith says, hello, Calvin Sunshine from Greensboro, North Carolina.
Beautiful
country. Man? I'm doing good, man.
Beautiful country.
Yeah, a lot of people, man, moving to North Carolina now. A good friend of mine moved to Charlotte.
I lived in Statesville, and he'll know where that Asheville's gorgeous. Beautiful state.
Okay, James Lyon says, I would live in a casino, literally get a room there and play until my heart's content. I was like that. I used to love to gamble when I was in America at the Caesars. Well, Horseshoe in Southern Indiana turned back into Caesars now. Me and my wife used to go there all the time because, I accumulated a lot of points. We get free rooms, free meals. I was a dime, and I never
still paid for it.
Of course, you got, but it's not free. But,
it's not free, but it is free. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Bait and switch.
I was only a dime, and I never got up to that 7 stars because I didn't have that kind of money to waste. But my points did accumulate. I got to the point where I knew what days to go when I get more points. And, a diamond wasn't a bad, man. You get a lot of perks as a diamond.
And if that's your hobby and you can afford, that's fine. But just remember, you go in these casinos, look at how beautiful they are, how gorgeous they are. They don't get like that by losing.
And it's the same with anything, drinking or
anything. I agree.
But I haven't gambled in almost 3 years since I came over here. So that's kind of good. Hey, that's Ryan Benton, John. Yeah, I gave John that money, Ryan, today.
Thank you,
he said,
Ryan.
John says he hopes that guy is not personally breeding those bulldogs.
You like that, didn't you? I didn't know if anybody cut that or
great,
not.
Man. Keep up the good work. It's Ryan from Watkins, Georgia.
Hey, you got to watch stuff like that. I grew up on a farm. My father tried raising sheep, but for some reason he got tired of seeing red-headed sheep run around the farm, and I don't know, couldn't sell the wool, I guess.
Hey, Patrick, again, he said, my own Boontag from Wisconsin. Wow. Yeah, Maryland Villa said, thumbs up. Done, sir. Yeah. You're already a winner, Maryland. You've already won already. Congratulations. Only one winner, at a time. And one winner per family. But, yeah, congratulations. Thank you for so much. Hey, Mark said, Calvin, are you thinking about a solar power system for your home? Might make sense with the cost of electricity and rolling blackouts. No, but I am going to get a generator put in. I haven't looked into solar here. That's a good idea because without the sun here, you would think, but I don't know if anybody's really, up to par with really putting that in.
For a rental house, I don't think I would. But let me tell you.
No, we're building a house.
Oh, for that? I'd look into it now. My rent is 7,000 pesos a month. My last electricity bill, which that was a very hot month, and I ran it during the aircon during the day, was 6,800. So my electric bill is almost as much as my rent.
It's going up, and they already warned us that our bill this month's going to
be higher.
That's crazy. You haven't even checked my monitor yet, and you're already telling me I'm going to pay more. That's crazy. Hey, thanks, Skip in LA. He said, I love you guys. Total inspiration.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, we just living over here, man. That's really all we're doing.
I was not trolling, Calvin. Yeah, right.
Well, thanks, Mike. I appreciate it. I was just shocked about that. It just kind of shocked me, man. I mean, because I don't troll anybody. I try to. Let's see. Clayton Mary said, "Funkified." Yeah.
Oh God, that was bad.
Crypto and PI said, "What's the longest you have been without power? It's worth the cost of generating." Yeah, 12 hours here. That's the longest. Yeah, I'm gonna put a generator in my house. I'm going to look into solar power to see if it's even possible. They've got a big solar farm here, one of the few that's actually generating power in all the Philippines, but it goes to the electric company to benefit them, not us. We don't get the benefit of it.
I think that's how the U.S. is. It just goes to the grid. That's here.
Let's see. Jacob Times, they said, good day and evening, Sunshine Crew. We'll catch you on the next one. Hey, thanks, Jacob, man. We appreciate you, man. From Houston, Texas.
Goodbye, Jacob Tongue.
Let's see.
He's a good man.
And Mike D, same here. He said, found myself most successful just not keeping it in the house and only having a drink at dinner or bar occasionally was the only way I could break my solitary drinking streaks. And I think that's what happens to a lot of people here.
Boredom.
And think that you got that drink right there. It's easy, companion.
Well, yesterday, I think it was yesterday, I was going to my apartment there, and my neighbors, hey, you want a shot? I mean,
yeah. Thank you, Marilyn. She said, God bless always, sir, and more blessings. I appreciate you, really. He says, yeah, John, I caught it. LOS, good one, man. Oh, yeah. I heard there were lots of red-headed sheep in West Virginia.
My dad had to get rid of his. Couldn't sell the wool, I guess.
Frank L said Elon Musk gave them that solar grid. It works really good for imagine all the sunlight here.
The sun is brutal here.
It's brutal here.
It's brutal.
And that's why I tell people all the time, you know, they said, oh, Calvin, you paid $120 for those shades. You need a good pair of shades over here. It's going to expose you if you don't, guys. And that's part of that petty thievery. The only thing in 12 years I've ever had stolen, John, except my heart.
Hey, John, where you from? Brett Thomas. I'm from the mountains of West Virginia. My dad was a coal miner.
Oh, okay, yeah. Jim Burns says there are solar companies in the Philippines. I've been told the power company will buy back what you don't use. There are YouTubes on it.
I say it's the same in the U.S.
I'm just saying in
Put it on
St.
the
Carlos
grid.
City, we're not in. I'm going to look into it, though. But it would probably be a lot easier if you were in Cebu, Dumaguete, one of those places. You know, I don't think it's a whole lot of business here.
I don't think it's as easy as buying a little solar panel and mounting it on your roof either. I think it's a little more involved than that.
Hey, Freddie Morales, thank you. He says, what's up, Calvin? Prayers for you and your daughter. Yeah, man, I tell you, it's like taking a gut punch, John.
What's that?
About my daughter. You know?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It's like taking a gut punch. You know, it's unexpected. Them was the ones that hurt, man. You know, that's why my mother, when my brother got killed, he was shot in a nightclub argument. It was an argument. It wasn't even, no punches were even thrown. And it was just so unexpected. My mother never recovered from that.
Well, I don't know if I would.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest.
You know, it's the unexpected news that gets you.
Okay, Brent Thomas. John, you ever drink moonshine in West Virginia? When I was growing up in the late 60s, early 70s, I knew no one that made moonshine. Okay? They would sell you mason jar, grain alcohol, because we didn't have the syntax back then. It was cheap. They would cut it with water, sell you what they called moonshine in a mason jar and charge you more. The guys that I knew that would have been moonshiners grew pot then. Yeah.
Now, when I was married to my wife in America, she had kin people in Elkmont, Alabama. This is the sticks. And they'd have white lightning.
But was it really? See, what they did in West Virginia, like I say, when I was growing up, they'd go buy the grain alcohol, Everclear or whatever, it's like 190 proof, put it in a mason jar, put about half water, and charge it. And make money off of it. That's what they do.
I don't really know. I didn't even ask them. I was just drinking.
Because Everclear will get you drunk. Trust me.
Texas Tezoy says, you seen how big my house is? We didn't see it yet. He says multiple air conditioning units. This month only 3,600. Now remember where you live. The Philippines doesn't have a national electric company. And it's different rates depending on where you live.
Everything is different in every island, every province.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm finding out more and more. If you are planning on living in Luzon, watch vlogs from Luzon because it's different here in the Visayas.
Yeah, remember, you're in Mindanao. Everything's cheaper in Mindanao. You know.
Scott, if I knew John was on here, I would have come on earlier. Thank you, Scott. Appreciate that.
Yeah, see, that's why on that video,
every Friday.
Cheap booty.
As long as I don't get too drunk.
People got mad at me. I was just telling you the facts. It wasn't going to change anything just because I brought it up, John, but we were down in Mindanao, Zamboanga City, and we used to go to the movie theater, and they have all these young girls, you know, nice-looking women.
I like young girls.
Hanging around. And my wife said, yeah, this is where you come for a date. And I'm thinking it's a regular date. She said, no, they're selling something
really?
In the mall. And I said, well, how much would it cost? She said, anywhere from $300 to $500.
$600 to $10, or $6 to $10.
Yeah, and that's a lot of money, John.
Oh, I know. If you're only making $10, $5 or $10 a day, yes. Prodigy, hey, thank you, buddy. Appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm saying you got to look at it. Okay, if you're giving somebody 300 pesos, that's like giving somebody in America 300 bucks.
I agree with that.
It's the same thing, guys. I promise you that. You give somebody 500 pesos, that's a lot for.
You'll catch flack for that, but it's the truth.
It's the truth. For what's for me 5 minutes. But some guy says, hey, since it's going to take me only 10 minutes, do I get a discount? No, that's minimum you pay. But hell, you getting your jollies on.
A few years ago, they made a movie about me, Gone in 60 Seconds.
Yeah, I mean, but people think because you talk about stuff, it's bad. It's like if you don't bring it up, it means it's not happening. No, man, I'm telling you over here.
I would like to see the day that we can talk about absolutely everything as adults and not get all mad at each other.
Yeah.
I pray
But
for
it's
that.
only Americans who are
pray.
getting mad. The Filipino look at me like, well, is that all? You're paying $500 for a cab? They got to realize I was talking to a Filipino taxi driver. He told me about the buy one, get one. You know, buy one, take one.
Buy one, take one. I like buy one, take
said,
one. We call it buy one, get one free in the U.S.
Yeah, it's buy one, take. He's the one who told me that. It wasn't Sunshine Shoulders coming over with that stuff, advocating sex tourism, they said. But my disclaimer, see, no disclaimer is going to mean a hill of beans if people aren't listening to it, John. I sit there and said I'm against human trafficking. I am not advocating sex tourism. I'm answering a question. Emmett, I hope you're on it here. He asked me, he said, Calvin, what does it cost over there? And I told him, from my limited experience, because I don't buy it that way. I buy it the other way. See, the legal way.
I came here looking for one good woman, okay? But if guys are coming here as sex tourists, I don't have no problem with that because it takes two for that to happen. What I have a problem is guys, foreigners come over here, promise these young girls snowballs and hell, as my grandmother used to say, and you're lying. Just be honest.
Tony C. said, what's the best dating app there? Not, they're all the same because all the women, the same women on the same apps, they're all over the place here. And don't let anybody fool you and say, oh, yeah, the Filipino Cupid's better than Siba one. They're all on the same ones. They're all and Filipino Christian dating sites. They're all the same women on the same sites. So if I were you, I'd get a free site, Date Asia, Tags. What's that other one they got?
I don't know, but I met my wife.
Which one was
on a dating site. I don't remember which one it was, but it had to be a cheap one. Okay.
Yeah.
And what, you met Marilyn on one too, I think, right?
Yeah, what I'm
Do you
saying
remember what it was?
It was Filipino Cupid.
Oh,
but
really?
what I'm saying is I'm not against online dating.
I'm not either, especially if you're here.
I'm coming to you as an expat who's been here for years who's saying it's not required.
I agree.
You don't have to do it.
I agree.
When I came over, I didn't know any difference. See, what I'm against is sending money to women you've never met. You have to meet these women in person. See, the difference between me and a lot of these guys, I was already here, John. I think you were too.
I was already here.
See,
and
that gives you gives you a little advantage.
Yeah, a big advantage. What I would do, I did not act like I was here. I'd be talking to these people and they'd say, I'd love to meet you. I say, okay, I'll be there tomorrow. Well, that cuts out the scammers real quick.
It's just that when you get yourself online, what you're doing is you're limiting yourself to the amount of women you're going to meet because there's only a certain amount of women online. Okay, then you're only going to be chatting with a very few of them. But there's 50 million women over here. By the time you filter it all out, you're talking 10 million women, man. And when you come over here, I promise you, man, you're going to kick yourself because you're going to have that rubberneck syndrome.
The personal introductions are the best. I stayed at a hotel in Lapu after I dumped my first girlfriend here. And when I told the staff I was single, I was looking, I wanted one good woman. Within 2 days, they had 3 Filipinos, and they were all very good looking for me to interview.
I get it why people want to meet somebody before they get over here.
Do.
You know,
you don't want to come here and be by yourself.
It would make, good sense. But guess what's worse than that, John? Being with the wrong person over here.
I've been there a few times.
Hey, Dre Diggity, thanks for that super sticker. Hey, Tony C, thanks for that super chat. He said, thanks for the info. Stay safe out there. Yeah, man, as long as we stay away from drugs and politics over here.
Oh, absolutely.
And love triangles.
What? Love triangle. Oh,
you're going to be fine over here, man.
And that's something else. When I broke up with, I've had, my wife's my 7th, okay? And
how many?
6 of
7.
Well, 7 total, but that was all within less than a year. I moved away from the islands. The island I was on.
Yeah, you had to. You
don't have to, but guess what? I probably wouldn't be here now today.
Right. And just you didn't come over for a headache.
That's right.
They're going to give you a headache, John.
I don't want problems.
Because like I told you, if you got Facebook or anything like that,
my Facebook, I have none.
You had one, right?
I had it. I closed it down. I've had some of these exes get a hold of my daughter, and please have your dad call me. I love him so much. Yeah, right. Why did I leave?
Yeah, and it's always going to be your fault
And I was always honest. I wasn't playing around. I only wanted one good woman. Thank God I found one, and she is great.
Yeah, that's all you need is one woman.
That's all I want.
See, when I did that video, a good woman over here is as good as it gets. It's to let you guys know, if you find a good one, don't try to upgrade. You're gonna
be disappointed.
You're gonna be disappointed.
How do you pronounce that one?
Checo Kiko.
Checo Kiko. How does your wife react to your drinking? My wife actually, because I came on here drinking. That was like my once a week. I'd only drink once or twice a week. My wife is more concerned with my smoking than my drinking. She said, your drinking don't bother me because you only drink once or twice a week. And, you don't go out and drink. You usually drink at home, and I'm with you. I can take care of you. She has more trouble with my smoking, and she's probably right.
Oh, yeah, Rod's Rollins said, sorry about your glasses. Yeah, I put myself right in the middle of that. If you look at that video, you see that he caught my attention because right before that, he had walked this way toward me. Then all of a sudden, he's walking this way. And that's when I looked like that. Like, what's going on with this guy? And he got me for them glasses. But he's probably like a crackhead. Like I said, John, sold $120 pair of glasses for probably
20 pesos.
200 pesos at the most.
I don't even know if you get
I would say.
Now, here's the glasses I wear.
Yeah, George said, check out Texas Filipino YouTube. He is building a house in Iloilo. He has solar power. Yeah. And I think that's the guy with that big house, right?
Oh, well, yeah, but I've watched him a little bit a long time ago. That guy's pretty smart, and the way he's doing his solar, he has the backup for it. That's the way I would do it if I was going to do solar.
Daniel Hackney says, if you plan to be in a love triangle, you better have your burial plot paid for in advance. Yeah, from what I heard.
And that goes anywhere in the world.
But more so here.
That's why here.
That's another reason I say, it's okay to meet the woman, but you're not going to really know her till you get over here. Go to the house, go to the province, wherever they live.
Meet the
Find
family.
out as much as you want because she's going to tell you anything you need to know to get you over here. See? And you need to know for a fact, are you involved with somebody? Because I'm going to tell you, man, Filipinos are jealous. And I don't care. I'm generalizing on that one. I promise you that.
No, most are jealous.
Yeah,
but most
you would lose your life.
Women and most men in the world are jealous.
Because from what I remember, we were talking today about the American that got killed in Davao, north of Davao. We're not going to discuss it, but from what's going around now, it's a triangle.
Oh, it's Chriselle here. Hey, Chriselle, good to see you. I had a guy, James Lyon. John Wales, your wife is here? She's not here with right now. She's down at the apartment. We don't live very far from each other.
Simply, I could say.
Oh, no. Hello, Jen. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Janessa is here. Hello, Janessa.
We used to pay
I love you and I miss you.
plus for electricity. Now it's about 43 for the past few years. Going to work, switch off air conditioning. Yeah. I'm going to try that simply because over here, but the air conditioning, but the electric's going to be high anyway. I think they're doing it like they do it in America. If you own that, where you can get where your bills are the same every month. They going by how much your neighbors are using. See, I think they're doing that over here. They're not really checking my meter for real.
Scott, John and Calvin, how did you two meet? We met at the Drip Dry Laundry.
Yeah. I was just there. John was walking by with Janessa. And he said, hey, how you doing?
And we talked a little bit. Thank you, Benny G.
Yeah, Jason Will says Randy Euro has a good channel building houses for OFWs, lots of different styles for good prices. Yeah, see, with me being here in St. Carlos City, you have to deal with that. The engineer. See, once you bring that engineer in, you basically locked in, to be honest with you. And see, that's where I am. Because if I was to back out of there now, unless I have to go home for my daughter, I'll probably pay him for all the work he's done up until now. But if I was to back out and say, I'm going to wait, see, I'd probably get that motorcycle tandem here. You don't do that kind of stuff here.
When I met with Calvin at Maiwani with a realtor here, and she's probably watching. I don't care. The engineer there introduced. I'm John Wales. He said, "I'm engineer so and so." I said, "Your first name's engineer?" That's how they are here.
Yeah. Yeah, we got about 5 minutes and 40 seconds, John.
Okay.
Anybody want to give a shout out to before we get off here?
Of course, my lovely wife, Vanessa. I love you so much. I see you're watching.
Hey, Pan-African black man going their own way. A1 black man, good to see you, brother. He says, because it's been a while since you've been on here. I hope we didn't make you mad. He said not to name anyone, but several Philippine dating sites declined my registration after representing my intellect, education, and fact. I'm no pushover.
Really? Most of them, as long as you pay money, they don't care who you are.
Yeah.
Somebody asked what I was drinking today. I am drinking Indian tonic water. It has quinine in it, which is the only cure for malaria. I'm not saying that was the only thing in this bottle.
I want to thank everybody today for coming on. All the thumbs up. We did reach 200, John. All Excellent. The super chats, all the super stickers. Just your kindness, your generosity, supporting my channel, man. It's really been amazing. John still hasn't made his channel. I don't know what he's waiting for. It's no big deal. All you got to do is just make a video and just put it up there, John. That's all it is. There's no.
Well, I'm still looking at this. I want to show children on mine, and not because I'm a Michael Jackson.
It don't matter. All you got to do just make one video just to say my channel's here, and then you can start going around. It's simple as that. You don't have to fill out no forms or anything. Your wife has a YouTube account, right?
Yes. But I'm just going to upload on mine.
Just upload a video. That's it. That's how you get started.
Besides, as long as I can play on Calvin's, I'm fine.
He says, Chriselle Sebastian said, they're lost at Pan-African. Yeah,
I agree.
But yeah, guys, if you're in America, it's getting late. Before you let your head hit the pillow, I hope you help somebody. But if you're on one of them late grocery runs, beer runs, weed runs, just getting off second shift, or you're on your lunch break, you see somebody on the street, buy them something to eat, buy them something to drink, give them a couple of dollars. In the Philippines, it's almost 11:30. It's 11:23 a.m. We got the whole rest of the day to intentionally go out and find somebody to help. Every Friday, we have the 1,000 peso pandemic giveaway.
Yes.
That's why Filipino subscribers only Philippine-wide. We spin the wheel. The winner gets 1,000 pesos. It's very popular.
I've had 2 people in the last 2 weeks come up to me and say, "Are you Calvin's friend? I've seen you on his channel." I say, "Yeah." And they say, "Tell him thank you for helping the people in St. Carlos."
It's just my way of giving back, John.
That's just what I hear.
That they've given me.
I have no dog in the fight. That's just what I hear.
And of course, when you help people now, do I want a pat on the back? No, people are literally starving over here, guys.
Yes, they are.
Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. When we help other people, we help ourselves. People don't believe that, man, but I'm living proof of that. When I started this channel doing that, the first 1,000 pesos, they thought I was crazy down in Zamboanga City. I had about 359 subscribers. They were all my daughters. Now look, John, I'm approaching 19,000. Yeah.
That's pretty good. That's because I'm back.
Cal Deadman, thanks for the super chat. He says, I got 5 on it. I appreciate you, brother. Hey, guys, appreciate you. Look for John's channel. He's going to call it, what's he going to call it?
The Truth Serum.
The Truth Serum.
And it will be the truth. I'll never be monetized. I don't care. I don't want to be.
Yeah, James Lyons, the trolls is out. We got rid of them. Mayam Buntag. Okay, Mel. Hey, thanks. Have a good night.
That was just one of the ugliest boy girls I've ever seen.
But remember, he's somebody's baby, John.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying.
Okay, Mike D. Peace out, everybody. See y'all later.
Bye, everybody.
John's on his way, Janessa.
I'm coming,
so
Janessa.
You don't have to hint.
Janessa's gonna have driving lessons today.
Wow. Take care, everybody.
That was fun.
Yeah.